EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Hoosier State and Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Indianapolis Colts.
To kick off for Denver.
It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Eason sets to throw it. Campbell making the catch. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 36 yards on the play.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run with Taylor. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
29-yard line.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down now. It's Taylor, and he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 24. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
1st and 10, Taylor now. On the ball, it's fully Taylor lost it. It's picked up by the Broncos. Obviously, they hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. Huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this. It's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL, but I'm not quite sure this is what they had in mind about something they wanted to emulate.
No, you don't want to emulate a turnover. On 1st down, Taylor. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Broncos' 29-yard line.
Eason on 2nd down. Catch made here by Campbell. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And the return will stop it well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20.
The tackle made.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
That 3rd down conversion good for 23. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight end, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the 1st down.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Give the sack to Kamoko Toure. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're almost discrediting their work.
It'll be a 39-yard punt. Give them a good 10 yards on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They run with Taylor, and they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. From the gun is Issa. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
The 42-yard line.
First and 10, Issa. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 14 on the play. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs. No score after 1 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
At the 30-yard line.
Throwing is Eason. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun, Eason. Catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down.
Chase McLaughlin on for the field goal. A 47-yard attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you get to the red zone and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
And 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He'll go up top here for Hamler. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
5 yards on the carry, good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
They'll run on first down. Taylor. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is good. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fair catch, 25-yard line. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
the Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They are still in search of their first points in the ball game, but only down 6-0 as they begin with a first down. On the run, he'll let this... And got his man complete! And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 32 on the play. Now here's a quick throw to Handler on the edge. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Second and 11. Flushed out right. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 26. 18 big yards on that one and a Denver first. Down right around the 25. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Bobby Okereke. 1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Colts 25-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And for the 3rd time here this half, it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a short return to the 6-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. This is Hines. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Eason. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Escaping the pressure right. Incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 yards there, first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second.
Only needing 2 yards on second down. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
And the Broncos first down.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. Fielded in the end zone. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 16 yards, a first down. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the third quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 35.
13 yards.
It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. Steps away to his left, and that is incomplete here.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Being chased out left, and that's incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Partner, when you're not able to run the ball successfully, it really messes everything up for an offense because no longer are you setting the tone and dictating the game. If you do want to throw the ball, play action's kind of gone out the window because they don't respect the run. And last but not least, you don't get to dictate it all when you want to throw the football, and that really hurts you as an offense.
So they come away from this opening drive in the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
Season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
And some room to work. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down.
Broncos 1st down.
And to give this time to the tailback. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
2nd and 12. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the 1st down. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for a possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
All 9 points for him coming via the field goal, and this last one puts him out in front.
All the field goals are great, but you know I'm going to get pessimistic here, right? Because you got to score touchdowns to win games in the NFL. I just wonder if all these field goals, great now, or if they'll come back and haunt them later on.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
22-yard line.
On first down, it's Hines, and he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Well, it's been a field goal extravaganza so far. That's 3 for him now, and it ties our game at 9-9.
I got a feeling the touchdowns are coming, though. Trust me on that one.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And Charles, we've seen almost 3 full quarters now, and neither offense can really get it going. Neither has hit the end zone, and neither side seemingly can make that big play.
But the game hasn't been devoid of action because these two defenses, they've taken over and they've slugged it out. But I think you're exactly right. We're at that stage of the game now where one of these offenses, if they make a big play, that could be the difference.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
38-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 16 yards, a 1st down.
16 yards. 1st down, Broncos.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Flush to his right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Desmond King picks it. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Taken down.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. The Colts on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, it's Hines, and he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Bud Dupree, a former 1st-round pick, in on the stop.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Well, the 2nd down throw on target. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Airing it out deep for Smith. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Shifts by him, gets through, and now opening. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 34-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 34. Now Taylor, and he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
He's tackled it.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Colts have broken our tie as they take the lead. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Colts 16, Broncos 9. Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
On running plays, linemen, of course, have their assignments. That's expected. But it's not often you're expecting to see a cornerback blitzing in run support and tackling the runner for a loss.
He's got his tight end fan. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. That catch good for only a couple.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. He's back to throw. Dancing to his left. And this is incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yeah, the opportunity squashed. And he stopped immediately there. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They run once more with Taylor. And he's going to be unable to get upfield as they take him down at the 21-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
And they're now on the return.
That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. They have gone to the 4th quarter, by the way, in that game in Cleveland. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
Broncos 1st down.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
That last catch winds up costing him 3, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd and 13. Back to throw. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. The Colts in victory formation now as they take the knee.
Today's final.
So this one winds up in Indianapolis victory. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for the Colts, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, the loss might knock them out of playoff contention as they drop to 6-8. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting.